Welcome back to New England Living. I'm Rachel Holt. Up next, Breana Pitts returns as she heads off the grid to Canterbury, New Hampshire for the ultimate camping experience with Mike and Susie Patrick, co-founders of Walden Camper Vans.
Mike and Susie, we are here in central New Hampshire. We have our campsite set up and the incredible camping vans behind us here. Talk to me about how you started this company.
We started in really the heart of the pandemic in 2020 of December, and it really came out of a desire to get our family just back outside and adventuring. We'd always flirted with the idea of doing a camper van, but at the time our daughter was 3 and we couldn't find a camper van with 3 seats. So we decided to work with a custom builder to build a family van of our own. And as we were going through that build process, we just realized there's really a huge lack of camper van options in the Northeast in general. They're very prolific on the other coast, but on this coast, at the time especially, there was just a real lack of options. So from a business opportunity, it seemed like a really interesting thing to be able to share with other people. So we decided to jump with the opportunity.
What is off-grid camping, if we could just get into the nitty-gritty of that?
Yeah, great question. So, your traditional RV or traditional camper is gonna need, generally a water hookup and a power hookup. Whereas all of our rigs are designed to be off-grid, for which us means they don't require a constant water hookup and they don't require a constant power hookup. So all of our vans have very large power banks. They're charged via solar on the roof, and then they're also charged whenever you're driving the van. So kind of operates like a hybrid in a way. And then our vans also have just shy of 30 gallons of fresh water on board. So between not having to be constantly hooked up to power and water, it really frees you up in terms of where you can stay. Another big advantage, the van behind us is only 20 feet long. So you're basically a foot longer than a Chevy Suburban. So it's really, really easy. Park in a standard parking spot, get around and maneuver very easily. So if you're on a road trip from Boston up to Bar Harbor, if you want to swing into Portland and grab some food, street park, that's not a problem. So it really frees you up from a traditional RV.
You're not worrying about learning how to drive and park an RV.
Exactly, which is really important because a big portion of our guests, right now it's about 70 to 80% of our guests have never done anything like this before. So the approachability aspect of it is really important.
Speaking of the van behind us, tell us a little bit more about it, because each van has a unique name and kind of a specific style and theme too.
All of our vans basically are inspired by different parts of New England. So the van behind us, Walden, is really inspired by Walden Pond and Henry David Thoreau's time there. So the way we designed this one, just to really make you feel like you're at a cabin in the woods. And we have other vans that are inspired by the rocky coast of Maine that bring in some blues and some different colors. So each van or each vehicle that you rent from us is special and unique.
It feels elevated too, and I'm guessing that was a goal of yours. These are a really nice place to sleep. It's not just, any sort of van.
For sure. A big objective of this was to not only get people who are already camping out camping, but to also pull people in who wouldn't typically consider a camping experience. Yeah, so there you go.
A lot of our guests are first-time campers too. So, we're really trying to embrace that and make everyone feel at home, like they have everything that they need to be successful and have a really great time.
All the vans they come fully outfitted with everything you could possibly need, from your cooking to your camp chairs to the camp table. Really all you have to bring is just a bag of clothes and go grocery shopping and you're good to go. So from an approachability standpoint, both the size and how it's outfitted, it's really just geared to get people out in nature with as little friction as possible, to make it as easy as possible.
There's another space to get outside of the van that's really unique too.
Yes, that's one of our favorite spots in the van. All of our vans have roof decks, so you're able to go up on the roof deck at night, do some stargazing, watch the sunrise or sunset. It's one of our favorite places to go in the van.
It's very comfortable, especially when you're camping and you're in the middle of nowhere, so it's quiet. Kids love to be in it. The 4-seater one that you can access from inside the cabin. This one has a ladder that you can climb up.
What are some of the unique camping opportunities that a Walden camper van opens up for you?
Typically in the Northeast, traditional campgrounds are really the hub for camping. But in the past couple years, there's been a few opportunities that have really opened up new camping opportunities, one of which is hip camp. So we're at a beautiful hip camp, pitch perfect in Canterbury, New Hampshire right now. And if you're not familiar with hip camp, it's essentially like Airbnb for camping, whereby private landowners can rent out portions of their land to campers, which is fantastic. And it's one of our favorite ways to camp. It really opens up a much more off-grid, just private camping experience. Most of the hip camps are not set up to accommodate for power supply or water supply, whereas that's perfect for us because our vehicles are designed to be off-grid. They don't need the power supply, they don't need the water supply, so it's a perfect marriage between the two.
So we also offer trip planning. So if you're not familiar with hip camps and harvest hosts, that's okay. We know many of them and we have relationships with them, and so we're happy to help you plan that trip. We really just need to know where you want to go and what your ideal trip is, and we're happy to help.
Yeah, because it's such an important part of, I mean, yes, you can have the best camping rig possible, but unless you can marry that with a great camping site, you know, the experience might fall apart. So it's really important for us, for our guests, to be able to offer that complimentary trip planning so that, yes, you can stay in a fantastic rig, but you can also stay in an amazing campsite.
So helpful for first-time campers too, who don't know, right? Which you said is a lot of the people who are interested in the vans.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's more than half of our audience right now are our customers. I've never done anything like this before, so.
Like a camping concierge.
There you go.
Let's talk about the campsite. That's really important, right? And the setup too. And I was so surprised at how quickly you guys got this together because it looks so elaborate and beautiful, but it's fast.
Yeah, it takes only maybe 5-10 minutes to really get set up like this. And if you do a lot of the preparation and food prep before, it's that much quicker once you want to get your fire going and start the meal.
Yeah, being able to kick off your campsite and not have to get a tent set up and all that other stuff, just being able to swing open your door and be at camp. You spend more time enjoying the camping experience than trying to prep for it or get things set up, which is a huge part of it.
One of the hassles with camping is sometimes you almost have to bring a lot of stuff from home. But with this, you don't have to drag your kitchen along with you.
No, the van is fully outfitted with everything you need to make a campfire meal. So you have your kitchen utensils, your forks, your knives, your plates. The fridge can fit quite a bit. So you really can have all of your drinks, all of your meals prepared.
And then beyond the kitchen, there's a whole other host of other items on board. So you also have an heated outdoor shower system. So if you need to rinse off during the day after a long hike or rinse off your dog, you can use the outdoor shower in the back, which also comes with a little pop-up privacy tent, so you're able to rinse off outside. Then also a nice little welcome and amenity kit that comes with cleaning supplies that you might need for your dishes, body wipes if you just need a quick rinse off. Again, really just try to think of everything from a holistic perspective of how we can make sure your camping experience is great.
I know the two of you are really passionate about the outdoors and camping. What does it feel like to kind of share that and spread that with people and get more people into camping?
Yeah, I mean, so from day one, when we really kind of set up the mission for the company, it was really to bring people closer to the wonder of nature and each other. And for us, that mission has really informed everything that we do, from the way that we outfit our vans to the way we communicate to the effort we put into the guest experience, just to making sure people have a positive outdoor adventure.